Morning Thailand supported by Wings Learning Circle, customized English course for your business.
And welcome back to the last segment of Morning Thailand. This morning continue, as I said, with another comments from the acting Prime Minister while she's still on a 10-day trip to the northeastern provinces. Kun Yingluck Shinawatra, the caretaker Prime Minister, said yesterday that she was ready to talk with the protest leaders on various issues, including reform and including elections issue, in order to find a solution to the ongoing political conflict. Speaking to reporters while traveling by train from Surin province to Sisaket on her northeastern trip, Kun Yingluck asked for understanding and sympathy from the PDRC, saying that she could not heed all their demands because that would be against the law and legally impossible. Earlier, the PDRC has demanded that she steps down to pave way for the establishment of the People's Council to draw up a national reform blueprint. When being asked by a reporter whether or not she has any hope that the PDRC will join the government's reform forum and to hold talks with the government, Kun Yingluck said that even if she is just 1% of possibility, there's just 1% of possibility that she still has hope. She further said that even if a resolution cannot be worked out in one round of talks, it would be a good start, and at least there's a hope of a way out of the ongoing conflict. She was asked about the possibility of postponing the February 2nd election timetable. The acting Prime Minister said she was ready to discuss this issue with the PDRC and was ready to listen to their reform proposals, provided that they are presented in a neutral forum where all stakeholders can participate. She pleaded with all parties in the conflict to come together for talks in a search for a solution to the conflict as well. Meanwhile, she has commented on the PDRC's planned mass demonstration on Sunday. Kun Yingluck said that they have the right to do so, provided that they obey the law. There was an issue with Kun Yingluck yesterday that she has to change the destination. Kun Yingluck was expected to travel to Surin province. However, there were some 100 Red Shirt members and 80 government officials gathering there in order to send her off on a specially arranged train to leave for Sisaket. However, around 70 supporters of the PDRC turned up.
And whistleblowers.
Yeah, the whistleblowers, and there was a little confrontation between supporters of the government of Kun Yingluck and the PDRC supporters. So police have tried to calm down the situation and change the route of the Prime Minister. She has disappointed some of people who had been waiting to welcome her in Sisaket province.
I think it's quite a good thing to see that Kun Yingluck is now looks really happier than when she gave speech on her family issue, pleading for understanding last week. It's quite good for the Prime Minister, the acting Prime Minister, to clear her mind before coming back to try to talk to the PDRC leaders and see if they would understand her or not. Anyway, yesterday at the DSI meeting on the PDRC criminal-related activities, the DSI decided to issue a warrant to summon 17 mass rally leaders as following. First, Kun Sathit Wong Nong Tey, Kun Chumpon Chun Sai, Kun Puthipong Punagan, Kun Isara, สมชัยคุณวิทยาแก้วพาราไดถาวรเสนเนียมณัฐพลทิพย์สุวรรณเอกนัทพร้อมพันธ์อัญชลีไพรีรักนิติธรล้ำเหลืออุทัยยอดมณีแซมดินเลิศบุตรปรีชาเอมสุพรรณสมเกียรติพงษ์ไพบูลย์ยศศักดิ์โกสัยการสุภวัฒน์สุปิยวานิช and the last one is คุณสมบูรณ์ทองบุราณ they are calling to acknowledge their charges on treason and causing chaos and disagreement in the people, which may lead the people to use violence and causing trouble in the country nationwide. As well, the police have ordered them to stop, but they have not stopped these activities. So if on December 26 and 27, the charged 17 persons do not come to the DSI to listen their charges and provided inappropriate accuses, the DSI will definitely issue the arrest warrants for them. Moreover, the DSI have seized Kun Suthep Suban, the PDRC secretaries, all bank accounts at every single bank, along with that of other 17 PDRC leaders. Also, the DSI will investigate bank's statement of 6 months period before December 2013 without that the banks have complied with the DSI, surprisingly. Kun Tharit Pengdit, the DSI director, revealed that by seizing and investigating the bank accounts would allow the DSI to see cash flow of the accounts, and that would lead to the investor of the mass rally, the mastermind of the rally itself. For those who have spoken on the PDRC stages, the DSI will look at this as a case-by-case basis. If they are found guilty, they will be called in later.
Well, it seems that Kun Suthep Suban has got a lot of legal cases behind him because recently DSI has just pressed charges not just on treason, on other charges as well. However, Kun Suthep said that he would not be reporting to the DSI as scheduled on December the 26th yet because he is so busy with organizing the rally activities.
As well, Kun Suthep said on stage that the PDRC will not allow the election to happen. But right now, the protest leaders themselves are trying to see how they would proceed if they want the protester not to face the charges of violating the election law. And some sources have revealed that the possible designation of the Sunday rally could be first the venue of candidacy registration at the Thai-Japan Sports Stadium, and the second meeting point could be the Royal Thai Police Headquarters. So we have to wait and see if these two designations would be issued on the rally plan or not.
Yes, of course, but with the latest one starting this morning, there will be gathering of the PDRCs and the supporters that has been called at 8 a.m. and they would be start marching at 9 this morning, starting off at the Phan Pha intersection on Ratchadamnern Avenue, that they will use, the destination was the Asok intersection. They would just go to Asok and back to Ratchadamnern Avenue, and the route goes like this, starting off on the Ratchadamnern Avenue and then to Nang Leung intersection, turn right onto Phetchaburi Road and then turn right again to Asok intersection, and the protesters plan to stopped for lunch at the Seoul intersection, and then they will be returned to Ratchadamnern rally site once again using the Sukhumvit Road from Yak Jareunphol intersection to Urupong intersection on Sukhumvit Road, and then turn left into Lan Luang Avenue and then to Ratchadamnern Avenue. So I believe this was taking like a whole day, because starting off at 9 and stopped at noon at a Seoul intersection and use the Sukhumvit Road, that would be like nightmare.
Than usual.
Than usual, right? Because Sukhumvit is already
packed
already every day. And
but I would say if you would like to observe the crowd or to have lunch with a protester, you can just go to the Asok intersection.
Is this the title of the movie, Lunch with the Protesters? However, this is just a rehearsal. As Kun Suthep said, there will be a rehearsal march on Thursday and Friday. Tomorrow, the sources said that the protesters will be going to Yawarat or the Chinatown area. Meanwhile, the big day on Sunday, the mass rally would run from 1 to 6 p.m. at various spots, including the Democracy Monument, the Victory Monument, and the Pathumwan and Ratchaprasong intersections. He said that there will be a small stage set up and TV screens installed at various intersections or areas, the big areas in Bangkok. I have seen the LCD screen put up on the Victory Monument already for quite a while, and Moreover, he has urged the anti-government protesters to head out on Rama 4 Road, Sukhumvit and Phetchaburi Road to join the city protest as well. Kun Suthep said that the area will cover 577 square kilometers of Bangkok and could accommodate up to 2.3 million protesters. Another figures come up. As Kun Chen have already mentioned, the source within the PDRC itself said that there are two possible targets for the Sunday rally: the venue for candidacy registration at the Thai-Japan Sports Stadium and the Royal Thai Police Headquarters. The EC has already set Monday to Friday next week as the venue for submitting the candidacy registration for the upcoming election next week, and also between December the 28th to January 1st for candidates running in constituency. So it seems that the PDRC protesters will be heading to this particular Thai-Japan sports stadium to wait for for people or political parties to submit their candidacy on an application. Sources said that the mob is likely to march on the venue on Sunday and set up camp ahead of registration opening the next day. And it is likely that they will be staying there at the registration venues, blocking potential candidates from applying. Some of the protesters may be going to the police royal headquarters to undermine the government's efforts to boost security. So a lot of events that we still have to monitor starting on from today. And most importantly, even though there would be the turnout will be important for this day, because don't forget, Kun Suthep has been calling for people to join several times already, and every time they use the word the final battle.
Yes.
And a lot of people has already lacked confidence in the PDRC already. So this is one of the days that they will be witnessing Kun Suthep's credibility and supporters' trust.
So I would say that for Kun Suthep to call on 1 year or 1 year and a half for the political reform quite sounds not very appealing to many people, because it's quite vague. But to call for this kind of action is quite a good tactic as well. But on the other hand, there will be a huge bump for Kun Suthep if the Sunday mass rally did not match with this huge rehearsal.
Yes, right. And if you wonder how long this will still go on, Kun Suthep has already said that until the government would resign. That would be the deadline, the timetable for the protesters. With that, we have to wrap up the show. We're running out of time. However, if you still have to go out today or over this weekend, just check the routes that you have to use, because traffic would be bad with the protesters going on. And if you can change just change the itinerary if that's possible. With that, we have to end this program. Morning Thailand, thank you. Wings Learning Circle, customized English course for your business. And as usual, if you still have any comments, questions or suggestions you would like to express, send us an email to morningthailandshow@gmail.com or go to facebook.com/morningthailand. Thanks for joining in. We'll see you again tomorrow. I'm Fai.
เชนสวัสดีครับ